Um, Going from that, right? So now we're talking about AEW. Blood and Guts is this Thursday, this Wednesday on Dynamite. We got that 5-on-5. Pac is back. Obviously, Kota Ibushi is making his AEW debut. This is happening on free TV. Like, and they're doing it in the TD Guard. Like, this is not a college arena. This is an NBA arena.
Mhm.
Drake just did a show there. Um, but I wanted to kind of know your kind of thoughts of going into Blood and Guts this Wednesday. Like, what are you expecting? Just your overall kind of sense of like whatever's going on. Just talk to me.
Well, if anybody knows me, all two people that watch this podcast, I'm a Kota Ibushi mark. He is by far one of my favorite workers of all time.
Mm.
So I kind of knew, like me, shouts out to my guy, Justin, my brother. I kind of knew this was going to happen. It works well with the schedule. I mean, obviously, when he decided to come to the States and work a little bit with GCW, he probably was like, all right, let me see what's up. The money probably didn't match up to something close to what he gets in New Japan, but he was like, all right, let me just do this, warm up. It's been a year, some change since I worked.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, all right, cool, let me just come through real quick. Obviously, AEW is going to happen. I think AEW works best with what he wants to do. This match, he about to go stupid as usual.
Yeah.
This is, you know what I mean, right up his alley, so to speak. He get to team up with his man, Kenny Omega. When I say man, I don't, y'all, what
Yeah,
do you mean
exactly.
by that? Y'all take it for
Y'all know.
whatever it is. I ain't
Right.
against them people. That's you. Do what you want to do, like Ray J said. But I will say that this works best for him, far as what he wants to do in the States. You get to be with Kenny Omega. You get to be with the elite. You get to do whatever. Like you get to cook in AEW because again, Tony Khan don't care. This is about to
Mm-hmm.
get numbers, and he just want to see these matches, and I do as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, Kodo has a wrestling school he opened up overseas, where he's from in Japan. So now you don't have to be on the WWE schedule. You could work once a month, probably every couple months, because Tony Khan is more lenient than that. You can
Right.
still go to your school, so you get money from AEW because AEW pays well. It's the reason why everybody named Mama trying to go over there. That TV money turns a profit for them. So he probably getting something close to what he got in New Japan, if not more. And then he gets to, go over there. So that's one aspect. And then as far as the match, I love the blood and guts match. So let's see how he works though, because obviously he hasn't worked with all these people before.
Mm-hmm.
Claudio, he's worked with in ROH. I don't think he's worked with Dean Ambrose. I know it's John Moxley, but again, Vince call you Dean, I'm gonna call you Dean. I don't know if he worked with them, but I'm pretty sure he could figure it out.
Yeah. I agree. I'm very much looking forward to this blood and guts match. Probably more than the last two, just because of the presence of Coda and the presence of Pac. My bad. Um, Also, I'm very excited at the idea of Kota Ibushi in AEW. Right, like I definitely want to see how he matches up against certain guys. I think that it's going to go really, really well for him. I didn't even know that he had a wrestling school in Japan or overseas,
Hmm.
I should say. So I mean the flexibility that AEW provides that makes it such an attractive destination for a lot of guys in the business, a lot of guys and girls in the business, is probably a reason as to why Kota wants to be over there. And to obviously work with the Bucks, to work with Kenny, to work with Hangman. And I just think it's gonna be a dope match. I think Kota is gonna go dumb. Coda's gonna go stupid. I think Pac is gonna go stupid. I think that this is such a great way of kind of building up this match. Because we really didn't like. I really had no idea that Coda was going to be there. I mean, obviously we heard the rumblings, but I didn't know when. And then when screen, when everything went black and then everybody was on the screen, it's like, oh snap. So
Oh
like,
yeah, I literally jumped up when I saw that.
I was like, oh, it's
Hmm.
game. So I'm really really happy. I'm really really happy that that Coda's getting this opportunity, that he's going to be in this match. I think it's going to be a treat. Um, it's interesting seeing the integration of New Japan guys into AEW between Coda, between Jay White, Juice Robinson, even down to AEW having access to the most valuable intellectual property that New Japan has, which is Bullet Club, like the whole Bullet Club Gold thing. Like the fact that that's been able to cross borders that way is kind of crazy to me. But
But you notice what you just said?
what?
It went back to, you know, exactly, you know, you good at this because it went back full circle. You said access. So they got that deal. Also, it's the reason why Forbidden Door was on New Japan overseas
Mm,
because New Japan has a deal with AEW.
very
At
true.
one point, New Japan was talking to WWE about doing a deal, or more so Triple H. But again, it's, you know, he looking at it from a pro wrestling aspect, and Vince is
Right.
looking at it from a sports entertainment aspect. So that's why they're allowed to have Minoru Suzuki on there, and you know the Forbidden Door overall, just
Yeah.
because of the deal that they have.
Literally all that. Like it. I once again, and this is part of the reason why it's so important to, in my opinion, just do good business and also to establish a good reputation. Because I feel like WWE could have gotten that New Japan deal done, but I feel like because of the things that were out of Hunter's jurisdiction in the past, I feel like there could have been an opportunity where they could have rubbed somebody in New Japan the wrong way, causing them to be more open to doing business with New Japan than doing, I mean, business with AEW than with WWE. So I'm very much looking forward to all this on Wednesday. I'm looking forward to Blood and Guts. I'm looking forward to them being in Boston. Is very, very interesting because you know who is from Boston. And I don't know, maybe she may make an appearance, maybe not. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't count it out. I feel like if you're gonna do a show of this magnitude there, I feel like Blood and Guts isn't going to be the only thing that they put a focus on. So we'll see what happens. But
And those rumors been going on for months too. So if she do
months.
show up, I mean
That,
that's cool. She gonna want the title ASAP, or she gonna start crying about it. So hey,
I listen. I, I I don't think. I mean, I think last time we heard of her, she was injured. So I don't know if she's gonna want the title. But
hmm.
I want to see her make an appearance. I want to see her make an appearance, and championship is something to be discussed down the line. But I think we're gonna wrap this up now because it's a little over 30 minutes. It's about to be a full blown pod. But thank y'all
We
so
need
much.
to go ahead.
We gonna run this back either this week or next week. But thank y'all so much for tuning into this little quickie that we had going on here. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Be sure to rate the show 5 stars. And yeah, we'll see y'all on our new episode dropping this Friday. Thank y'all, man. Have a good one.